What's up, Lego builders? Welcome back to Coconut Brick Studios for my monthly MOC showcase. I apologize if I sound a bit stuffy or congested. I have been fighting off a cold for the past week or so. Anyways, today's MOC is entitled Republic Base on Scarif. This isn't the entire base, this is just a small cutaway section. I didn't have the time or the pieces to do the whole thing. The reason I picked Scarif is because if you've seen Rogue One, you know there's a giant Imperial base on the planet. And so you would imagine if there's an Imperial base there, there had to have been a Republic one at some point in time because the Republic transitions over into the Empire. So I thought it would be fun to do my take on what that base would look like. I tried out a couple of fun techniques. One of them is the freeform front of the base here, as well as some cool numbers that I built into the hangar wall. So let's dive in and see what we can find. This MOC is depicting a Republic gunship being prepared for action. Separatist forces have been spotted near this base. So Mundi and Fisto right there are leading a squadron of these green clone troopers along with Commander Gree to go engage the enemy forces. Mundi is already in the gunship discussing some mission details with Commander Gree. Fisto is leading this group into the gunship. Over here we've got the pilots getting onto the gunship with my custom mobile stair platform I built. If you want to see more about that, I did a video talking about it. Right here we've got a clone pushing these missiles into the bottom of the gunship. I had a lot of fun building this part right here. I've wanted to try out freeform building for a while, which is where instead of getting a base plate, you use a lot of these slope and curve pieces to kind of make a more natural and dynamic look to your MOC, so it's not as square and blockish. And I think that turned out pretty good with this base. I really like this look. The plants and sand run along the side of the wall as well. I've got a little palm tree right here. Fun little technique I used was, this is actually a bush put upside down. I don't remember who I got that idea from, but I saw it a while back and thought it looked kind of cool. And then right here we have a smaller palm tree with a little upside down barrel right there for the plants that are kind of in the center of the palm trees. We have the beginnings of a small river down here on the bottom. We've got all kinds of crates and boxes stacked neatly against the side of the wall. And back there we have a little gas tank for fueling the stairs platform and this little mobile transport that I built as well. It is a custom build of mine and it's driving off, having deposited its cargo over here. The floor of the base is pretty simple. It's just tiles, the light bluish gray and the dark bluish gray. The reason I did alternating color is because I didn't want to do just one color, because that would take an absolutely ridiculous amount of tiles and I don't have that kind of tiling. So I thought it would be fun to mix in a little bit of a pattern to spice things up and to utilize the pieces that I had on hand. The wall of the hangar was really fun to build, actually. I was surprised with how much fun it was, especially designing these large columns right here to kind of support the wall, and I think they turned out really well. I would have liked to have this wall a lot taller. In fact, I originally planned for it to be at least this tall or so, maybe a little bit shorter, a little bit taller, but I ran out of gray pieces and I had to keep ordering more. And after a few orders, I decided it just wasn't worth it anymore to keep ordering parts. So I had to stick with this, unfortunately, and I had to stop this design right here because I was going to have it keep going. As you can see, there's a tall slope piece right here, and then up here at the top, I would have had another inverted slope piece. So you would have kind of had a cool rectangle shape going on right here, which I thought was a really cool little detail on this wall. I have mixed feelings about this number 4. I actually saved this for one of the last things I did on this wall, just because I had more important things I was worrying about. And because of that, I wasn't really able to figure out a good way to mount them on the wall. As you can see, they are pretty decently sized. However, I would have liked it to look a little bit better than it does. Here's another quick look at this little detail I did. I thought it would be cool to do this because if I did just a solid wall all the way around, I felt like that would have been kind of boring. And because there wasn't a whole lot going on with this MOC, and because it wasn't so big, I felt like it would be really important to make sure this wall was very interesting and very detailed. But let me know what you guys think of these pillars and the design of the wall. On the outside of the wall, we have this larger 04 to designate this is hangar 4. I'm pretty happy with how this outer one turned out. Also, I didn't even notice this till I was pretty much done with the wall. I have one light bluish gray brick on this entire wall. I was so mad when I saw that, but I was already up to here when I was building it, so I felt like it wouldn't be worth it to tear all of it apart just to pull out that one brick. That's it for the showcase video for my Republic base on Scarif. And let me tell you guys, this is absolutely a MOC I would love to revisit in the future and make it bigger and even better. I thought these walls turned out really good, and I could do some really cool things with that, as well as if I added some snot technique to the floor. So you guys may see this again, and probably not in the near future, as that would be a pretty big and pretty time-consuming build, but this is definitely something that I will be coming back to. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave a like down below. Let's see if we can hit 30 likes on this video. And if you guys have anything you want to say about this MOC, any questions, anything you liked, anything you didn't like, feel free to let me know down there. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more MOCs and great builds like this, make sure to tap the subscribe button and hit the bell so you'll be notified of all my future content. But until then, happy building.